What's up YouTube? Welcome back to our daily life channel. We're starting the day off bright and early. I can barely see, it's so bright. But we made it down the strip of New Hampshire, which last night we got a little bit of a sneak peek to kind of see. We had dinner out here last night and I kind of saw this strip that looked very cool.
Yeah, it's like a mix of like Florida with
Miami.
Jersey Shore too.
Yeah.
It's a cool vibe. It's definitely like a summer town.
Yeah, definitely. You could tell that like the summertime is peak season here because everything is kind of like this. I don't know if this is abandoned, but
I think they just close it up off season.
Seaside.
Get like the metal.
Yeah, they just open up. And every single day it's been like beautiful.
Yeah, we've been really lucky with the weather on this trip. Barricaded. Like, you know, like it's just all closed.
Yeah, it's kind of weird,
like
eh?
Heavy duty way to close it.
Heavy duty metal. Yeah. And then over there, for those of you guys who have never been to New Hampshire, that is the ocean. Woo! It's kind of like a Long Beach vibe, you know?
Yeah.
In a way. Like even this, like what the hell is this? Yummy Yogurt place is abandoned?
I don't think so. I think they just boarded it up so no one can break in.
Well, I don't even see an inside.
Yeah, that's true.
The hell?
Did you just hear someone say hello?
No. Hello? I've tried to vlog about 3 times here and it's so bright I'm trying to squint my eyes every single time. I forgot my sunglasses, so hopefully we can hit up one of these spots that will sell me some shades.
If anything's open.
If anything's open. It's like, what time is it right now?
It's only 9 in the morning.
It's only 9?
Yeah.
Oh,
I feel like
almighty.
Nothing will be open probably till like 10 or 11.
Yeah, probably here, if anything. So I'm kind of squinting. Man, it's annoying. It's nice to be out on another American trip. We love coming to the US because it's just such a different change in a good way, and you know, the vibes are really good here. So I mean, potentially I could live here.
I'd live in Maine.
You live in Maine?
I really liked Portland. Like a lot.
Really?
Yeah, I really liked it.
Portland was nice.
Yeah.
Very mellow vibes, you know.
It's like carnival style, you know?
Oh, cool. They have a lot of
oh, chicken fingers.
a lot of options here.
I want chicken fingers.
Chicken fingers, Caesar pizza, Italian sausage. Got that Frido.
Hungry. Hungry.
Yeah, maybe we can look for some breakfast.
Brekkie. Does anyone else call breakfast brekkie? Or is it just me?
I don't know.
Actually, I think it's just me and my dad.
Brekkie?
Brekkie. Yeah,
I mean,
we call
maybe.
it, like we call breakfast brekkie.
Well, let's go and find some brekkie. I'm getting hungry.
Let's go to the Bad Burger.
The Bad Burger, if they're even open.
No, I honestly think this is all like seasonal. I don't think any of it's gonna open.
You can tell we've never been to New Hampshire before.
Well, we're in, just so you guys like know where we are, we're in Hampton, New Hampshire.
Yeah, so it's kind of like the touristy area, I guess, of New Hampshire.
The beach side.
The beach side. Oh, one cool fact about the restaurant we went to yesterday, super random, but Afro Man from like 20 years ago, or roughly 50.
I was going to clean my room.
Yeah.
And I got high. Yeah.
He's gonna be at the restaurant just over there. We were there last night. They were playing some of his songs, and we're kind of like, really? He's gonna be here November 18th? Too bad we're gonna be not here, but I mean, that's pretty cool. It's just it's kind of a weird area to just come to, but
Hey, maybe it has like some sort of connection to him or something.
yeah, maybe. Hey, Chels, you got a big kahuna.
Kahunas are boobs. I don't even have boobs.
That's so funny. In Salem, we found the bung hole.
Yeah, the bung hole.
That's hilarious. I am so blinded by the light. Do you find that it's bright out here? Good thing I'm facing this way because I was like, I couldn't see walking this way. So like,
Should have brought your sunglasses.
I know, I left them in Angelo's car.
And Angelo's still sleeping.
Yeah, Angelo's still sleeping right now. We kind of thought, you know, since we're up, let's just do something, you know, while we're here, make use of our time. But yeah, super bright. That's the only downfall of New Hampshire. I don't know if it's just me, but it's, yeah.
How's it a downfall? It's
I'm
sunny.
telling you, honey,
Don't
it's so bright. It's so bright. So overall, I'm very impressed of the area we're in right now. I just enjoy that coasty vibe, you know what I mean? Like, they got the best vibes down here. Canada! There we go. Whoa, what the hell? The hell? No way. That's cool. Blinded by the light, stranded with a goose in the middle of the night. Blinded. Is that the lyrics?
No, it's wrapped up like a douche.
Wrapped up like a douche?
That's what I thought it was. Isn't it?
I've been saying stranded with a goose my whole life.
I think we're both wrong.
I think it's deuce. I remember one verse that says something like a deuce.
Yeah, but I say douche.
Okay. You continue that. I'll continue to say stranded with a goose. That seems more fun.
And I'll continue to say wrapped up like a douche.
Imagine living your life just constantly revved up like a douche. Ready to be a douchebag to everybody. Oh man. Whew. So have you been enjoying your trip so far?
I really miss Kia though.
Yeah.
So this is the longest we've ever been without our baby girl Kia. And she's in trusted hands of her grandparents. And my parents send us updates pretty often. She's doing really well. But now my parents are talking about kidnapping her.
Oh no.
So we're gonna have a couple lawyers involved.
No, they can't do that.
But she's doing really well at her grandparents, but I really miss her, like a lot.
Yeah, I miss her so much.
We went thrifting yesterday, and the thrift store that we went to was an absolute dud. It sucked. So then I saw Home Goods, and we don't have Home Goods in Canada. So I like ran over to Home Goods, and their Halloween section was on sale, and we found Halloween dog toys.
Yep.
Yo, we stocked
and some PJs.
And
very
Halloween
cute
PJs.
Halloween PJs. They say boo. They have a Snoopy from Charlie Brown.
A couple little bats,
Yeah.
some little ghosts.
Super
on it.
cute. And we're like, you know, we have to pick her up something like this.
Yeah.
And like when we left, oh my God, your mom was sending us photos of Akia so depressed and sad.
Yeah,
and,
she was like looking
you know,
out the
and-
window waiting for us, and
I mean, it was a really weird time that we left. We left at
Yeah.
like midnight one. So to her, it was just like, where are you going?
she
You know what I
honestly
mean?
just probably thought we were going out to film a video.
Yeah, because we always come back within like an hour leaving at night.
Yeah.
And then we're 2 hours max. But then she didn't see us come home. So it's been like a few days now.
Yeah.
So she's probably very confused, but
We got her a bunch of Halloween toys because what I want to do is we're going to give them to her for Christmas because it's our first Christmas with her. But y'all know our vibes. It's spooky all year round.
Yeah.
So I'm getting rid of all of the toys she doesn't play with and just replacing it with spooky toys.
yeah, and she loves it.
And it's such good prices. It's like $2 a toy.
Yeah,
How can I not
on clearance.
buy 400 toys then?
I know, right? And plus you got the other dogs and all
Yeah.
that. And
Okay, so I've been searching for iced coffee and everything has been closed. And I found this lady who was just sitting drinking an iced coffee. So I was like, excuse me, where did you get your iced coffee? And she directed us here to Flamingo Coffee Bar.
it's pretty dope.
It is.
Look at this.
Ooh,
Check that out,
baby.
So it's a egg with sausage, breakfast sausage, on a croissant.
Yeah.
That
And then-
looks so good right now.
What did you get to drink? What kind of iced coffee did you
So
get?
this is my favorite actually. It doesn't say. I think it was the white mocha pumpkin spice.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty good.
And the inside is super cute. I mean, it's playing music, so we can't really show you, but a bunch of flamingos everywhere.
Real flamingos.
Yeah, a bunch of real ones. And then I got an iced chai.
Woo.
It's been like my new fixation drink for some reason. Hated chai, and then came to the States, and now I'm obsessed.
Yeah, look at that.
Thank you to the random lady on the street.
Yeah, for real. This girl literally sees a lady with an iced coffee. It was like, hey, where'd you get that?
Okay, well,
I need iced coffee.
I didn't
She's
say
like,
it like
"Flamingo
that.
coffee."
No, I said it nicely, okay? I was like,
Yeah.
excuse me, pretty lady. Where did you get your iced coffee?
Yeah? Woo.
I want another one.
You want another one?
Yeah.
Is that good?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh, baby. Now I gotta try it. I never usually eat on camera, but maybe this time. Look, that just came apart. That is good though, like actually very good.
The sausage has like a really nice flavor.
It does, yeah.
Do you guys do a happy dance too when you get food that you really like? Just me? Do you do that? Do your happy dance.
Kind of. When I'm very hungry and I'm making stuff in the kitchen, I'm just like jamming away.
Welcome to the S.K. Pierce Haunted Mansion in Gardner. It was built in 1875 by Sylvester Nolan Pierce. At that time, he was about 25-ish years old, and he actually, if you're from the area there where this liquor store is being built right now, there used to be an old white building here that had a storefront. It had apartments on top. So him and his wife Susan and son Frank lived in the apartment above there while this house was being built. Now, originally this house, there was another house that was on top of this area here. He had it picked up and moved down Union Street because he wanted to build his own mansion, which was obviously a lot nicer. I have seen pictures in one of our history books over there of what the original house looked like, which it was also a big house too, but definitely very plain and not ornate like this house is now. This house is 6,661 square feet. So it's pretty large, especially for that time period. So when they moved in, his wife Susan only lived in this house for 2 weeks and she passed away. So she had a very bad disease at the time where she had a lot of lesions on her hands, her face. It was just very painful. He actually, Sylvester had sent people around the country trying to find a cure for this to help her because he had the money to do that, and unfortunately he couldn't save her, so she didn't really get to enjoy the house. So he waited a year in mourning, and then he met his second wife Ellen, who was actually 30 years younger than him. And so that didn't go over well with his son Frank. He went on to have 2 more sons. He had Stuart and then Edward. So they had 3 boys living in this house. There probably was like around a 20-year age difference at one point. So this house, it took 200 men a year to build it, round the clock. And there's some cool features in this room. This room, before it was redone, it needed to be completely gutted. It needed the most work. Obviously, you can tell like by the floor, the ceiling, the lights, it's not to the time period in here. But we had a local cabinet maker. He made the cabinets here. He made the island. He also made these 3 shelves from wood that was found up in the attic. So he was like, don't throw that wood away, I want to make this for you. And so he made those really cool shelves. And then the sink behind you guys is an original sink to the house, to the kitchen.
You okay?
So it's entrance into the house. So the family would, and their friends would use the main entrance, which has 2 sets of doors, and they're really heavy and everything. So, and their hearts are really close. So that's why
We're gonna have a blast tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Staircase is kind of like a closed off area, smoke cigars, hang out. In this room, you'll see a lot of, like, the woodwork is all original. You'll see all the hinges. Those are original to the house. They're very ornate. They're worth a lot of money. In the 80s, the house actually, the owners at the time, after it left hands of the Pierces, it went to J. Stemmerman, who was like a kind of famous painter. There's a painting upstairs I'll show you in the master after of the house that he did, which is really, really cool. His daughter was given permission to have auctioneers come into the house, but she wasn't in the area, and she kind of just sent them here and was like, oh, auction off stuff and get money. But they came in and like took everything. And I don't know that they even got the right amount of money for stuff, but I believe that's when the billiards table was sold for $300,000 at that time, which was in the 80s, which is worth way more than the house at the time. Also, they took a lot of furnishings like chairs and things like that. So any of the things you see in the house, like these are all, well, not those chairs, those are from like Pier 1. But like some of this stuff is, it's just antique furniture. His factory right across the street there, it's called Standard of Gardner now. It actually was larger back then. And he built the house here because he wanted to be able to keep an eye on his factory. Now there was also a tunnel under the house that he could go under the tunnel and go over to his business or his friends or people, and no one knew when people were coming and going. There were a lot of different things, like during Prohibition with alcohol and maybe prostitutes and different things like that, and they, you know, didn't have to take an account. Or, you know, a lot of famous people came here, like we were talking about, like Barnum and Bailey, and we have pictures here, like Betty Davis. She was a frequent flyer here. She actually went to Cushing Academy in Ashburnham. So she was here. We have like Norman Rockwell, who actually painted up on the 3rd floor in the servants, you know, so some of these people might not have wanted to be associated with other things that were happening in the house. There's a lot of secrets in the house. We have unearthed some of them, but not all of them. Some things we're still trying to figure out, especially a lot of the spirits that some of the staff has been seeing in the house. So I have not personally seen an apparition yet in this house, and I've been coming here for like 12 years. But I definitely was touched on the head last weekend in the basement. I've, you know, heard things, I've smelt things like that. So, I mean, as long as you're open to whatever, like you may experience something. Our last tour, people were hearing, like they thought they heard some children. One lady was smelling a lot of things in different rooms, like cigarette smells or cigars, or, you know,
that scream.
We heard a weird scream,
Yeah.
which was strange. I don't think it came from outside. It sounded like it was upstairs. No one has lived in this house full-time since 2011, when Edwin and Lillian left. They moved in about May, and by November they moved out with the clothes on their back. They handed the keys to Marion, our caretaker, and said, there you go, take care of the house. And they owned it for a couple more years because they weren't sure what to do or if it would sell. And then Rob and Allison live in New Jersey and own like a haunted carnival, like a dark carnival business, and they kind of bought it sight unseen and spent all this time redoing the house. The person that speared that was our historian Ken, who made this really awesome book, which I borrowed one from a friend of mine. I'm in the middle of reading it. It has a lot of documentation, information on all the people that, you know, in one way or another were part of this house or ancestry, but it also has like old like photos of what the house looked like before, and floor plans. All the family members were waked in this room, so their caskets would be right where you guys are standing right now. Okay, so
Beautiful.
even Rachel, like all of that, you know. So that's interesting about this room. Also, if you want to come back in this room later and look at all the history stuff, so we have the original dumbwaiter behind you over there. And we had, when the renovations were going on, there was a lot of things that were dug out of the floorboards, out of the walls. So a lot of this stuff, it's different artifacts that they found. So, and some cool older pictures here. We have old wallpaper right here in this shadow box here, different little pieces. If you want to look at the genealogy history thing, you can thumb through this one of Ken's work. There's some other books there, and then we also have a blue bowl down here that Ellen was given at their wedding from her aunt, which actually belongs to the Gardner Museum in Gardner, but they let us keep it here as long as we're taking care of it and doing tours and everything like that, because it's kind of invaluable. And Heather, so the shirt was found in the sink.
Yeah.
So this shirt, it looks like a boy's shirt, was found in the sink. And then, where was the lady's collar found?
I believe in one of the walls.
In one of the walls?
Yeah.
Okay. They like to move. A lot.
Jesus.
So Willie is pretty new. I just ask you not to touch them. So Willie's been here a couple months now. I think he came in the summer. Mortimer is over 15 years. He's been here at the house. He likes to fly around. He likes to move. You want to tell your story?
Yeah, so I was actually doing a tour the night before Halloween, and my dad had actually joined the tour. There was only a few people left because they were finishing up their 20 minutes, and he was with them all in the dining room. And I was upstairs with a lady trying to help her find a shirt that fit, and usually he moves very frequently, so we're used to it. But my dad had called and said, Heather, he moved. And so I was expecting it to be like a little nudge or something, but I actually have the picture. His head turned completely around and was almost facing this way where I'm standing now.
Yes. So he does like to move. So we usually like to take pictures like in the beginning and then see, you know, if they're in the same position. Sometimes their arms move, things like that. Their mouths open or close. So this is the main staircase. If you go 5 rungs up, so right here, there's known to be a portal right here. So we'll tell you more about that upstairs after, a story that kind of goes with it. So with this portal, people sometimes feel like they can feel nauseous, they can feel like vertigo. We had like a famous basketball player here with his basketball shorts. His shorts were moving around. That's just Marion. And I had a guy on a tour recently that had long pants on. His pants were flapping from the wind. So you might want to try it out later. I suggest someone standing here. You're going to stand really, really still. You might start to sway. So
we actually had a shaman come into the house, and he was the one that found the portal. And I actually had a couple of videos that I took just of sound, and it actually sounds like you're in a wind tunnel. So if you get a chance, if you're alone for, you know, even for a few seconds and you can record right in there, you might hear something as well.
This is the other fireplace. This was known as the dining room. This is the window right here where Gordon likes to stand and look out at the neighbors over here. And when Edwin and Lillian lived here, they used this as their living room, so they kept their TV over here. They'd hang out down here a lot. At that time, the furnace was a really old, like, black coal octopus type furnace in the basement, and it cost so much to heat this house they couldn't afford it. So they tried to stay down on the first floor a lot of the time. And one night they were watching TV and they heard a lot of shattering of dishes in here, and they went to check and nothing had fallen. So that was one interesting story in here. Pipe to hold on to is a railing, and then like the stairs are right here.
Oh jeez, bro, look at it. Cool.
Right, I touched the pine. Oh, like right here. Yeah, right when I came down like this. Yes. Yeah. So we're gonna come into the summer kitchen first. I'm gonna show you guys a cool picture. A few weeks ago, and I saw the original on the woman's phone. The neighbor was sitting out there smoking early at like 6:30 in the morning. Took a picture. It's actually on the Facebook page of a black figure, and you could actually see in her picture, I could see the intricate white lace that she was wearing. So this is known to us as the Lady in White.
And that was when?
This was a couple weeks ago. And this is the Lady in White, and usually she's up in the 3rd floor. And our maintenance guy, Eric, was not happy that she followed him down to the basement while he was doing work to winterize. He's like, go back to the 3rd floor. So that's her. So she was right here. So you're standing in the summer kitchen. This is the kiln. They would fill it with wood. They would have big pots of water. There used to be, we just had work done in the basement. So we have French drains that they put in all around the basement recently. We had a big soapstone sink right here. It was huge and really heavy. And so they would take this water, dump it in the sink. They could wash dishes down here. They could wash laundry down here. I believe there was probably stoves down here too at some point. So that's what they would do down in this room, and it was cold all year round. And so the big deal about this is when I was talking about going to the basement. So when Edwin and Lillian lived here, she ended up becoming possessed by something. So one day Edwin found her down here and she was digging, and at that time there was a lot of ash still in here, and I remember when there was still a lot of ash in here. It's been cleared out now. You can check it out after. But she was digging and kind of in a trance for a while, and she pulled out bones. So she's like, I don't know, what are these? Are these animal bones? What are they? And one of them had a doctor's appointment the next day, and they're like, I'm going to bring these to the doctor. So they had a doctor's appointment at the local hospital, at Haywood Hospital, and brought these bones. And the doctor's like, where'd you get that? And they're like, my basement. You know, what is it? And they were like, oh, it's a pelvic bone of a 16-year-old female. So they're like, oh. Apparently they also found some pieces of like fingers, like finger bones in there. And also like women that used to wear pantyhose and you have clips on, you know, they hold them out, they found clips in there and stuff like that too. TAPS came and did investigation or did filming or something like that. So Jason Haas asked if he could take the bones to New York City to forensics and see if he could get information on them, but we have not received them back. This was over 11 years ago. So we'll see if we ever get them back or not. We're hoping for a little bit more information. So there are pictures of them upstairs, but I've never actually seen them personally. But it's pretty interesting. We just don't know who they actually belong to. Was it that lady in white? Was it someone else? And we'll talk more about the mysterious things when we're up on the 3rd floor. Some more information about that.
Hello, spirits. We out here.
It's a cute one.
I'm sloth.
See a little red pod?
Yep. Oh shit, I saw that flag moving. I thought it was somebody there. Holy crap.
Anybody here with us? Anybody else around us?
I only saw the one person.
Where'd you see somebody?
I was over there. I don't think it had any relations to do with
Dead or alive?
dead.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, right when you said that.
You said that.
I don't want to be a statistic. Oh, control.
Oh, control.
Are you part of the Pierce family? If you are, why don't you touch the cute little sloth?
They're here to see your house.
We're going to spend some time in it tonight.
Yeah, came a long way to see it.
They're from Canada and Nova Scotia. Toronto.
Toronto?
Oh.
There you go.
Oh, thank you so much. I hope you don't mind. We're going to be exploring your home tonight. If you're okay with that, can you touch that again for us? Please and thank you. Uh-oh.
I protect the place.
No, really?
Yep, I protect the place.
You're kidding me.
After you said that.
They also say to be respectful.
Yes.
Yeah. We're going to be respectful. We just want to communicate with you guys and, you know, maybe we can have a conversation. I definitely feel like I'm being watched now, though.
Me too.
We're in a cemetery. We're not alone, that's for sure.
All right, well, that's direct
Definitely.
contact right there to start.
Tunnel. I protect this place. Tunnel.
Do you travel through the tunnel a lot?
Did you hear that?
That was me.
Oh, that was your camera.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just checking something. So I forgot to take the manual focus off my camera.
I thought it was a voice. Next one's back. A shadow just went.
That's
Who it
interesting.
is.
I mean, there's so many people here. It could be
Yeah.
anybody.
It could be anybody. Yep.
So,
Where and I saw the first person? Yeah. No, it was right in front of you. Like,
here?
yeah, behind over there.
So I thought I saw someone like standing right there.
Probably.
Like to the left of where that statue is. Yeah. Oh, okay.
This man's going to Florida apparently.
That time I'd go.
Yeah.
I'd love to go to Florida. Florida is where it's at. I mean, New Hampshire's pretty great too.
Yeah.
You know, free state and all.
Good vibes, for sure. You got octopuses and kites and.
Oh. Best noise ever.
Hi.
Look at you, you
Look
made
at your
tons of friends
scrunchy
today.
face.
Yeah.
She does.
Oh yeah.
Oh, beautiful girl.
Yeah, you're so cute. You're just living life, huh? Oh, oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, powerhouse. Powerhouse.
Aren't you the sweetest little thing? Huh?
No coffee for you.
Aww.
Oh, thank you. You made my day.
See you later. Bye.
Sophie. She's like, one more round.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, no problem.
Do I get any? I don't get a goodbye? Oh yeah. Oh, you have a good day. Okay? You have a good day.
She likes you.
Oh.
Sophie. See you later, sweetheart.
It doesn't want to leave us. Oh no. It was the wrong day to wear slippers. Yeah.
I'll just take those off there.
Nah, I'm good.
It's too late.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's too late at this point.
we're in too deep.
Yeah. There's gonna be forever sand in your shoes now.
Yeah.
Everybody's shoes.
Oh, cool. They just kind of like not mine. Fly on their own. Oh, that's cool.
That's very cool. Wonder if it's a Friday thing here. I know in Nova Scotia there's like a day where everyone flies kites. So
Cool.
they got a portal over there.
I kinda wanna buy a kite now.
Yeah. Just to come to New Hampshire and
Just do it in Brampton and confuse everybody.
No,
get like
it's a huge thing.
In Brampton?
Yeah, people flying kites.
I've never seen that.
There's this like stretch of hotels along the coast, like a lot like this. And in front of one of the oldest ones, it's called Golf Face Green. It's like the size of a football field. Everybody comes out with kites, and the ground looks like stained glass. There's so many kites.
oh wow.
It's really cool.
So usually it's him chasing him, but now Daffy Duck wants to get in the mix. We showed up to the beach today and there's like 50 kites just up in the air. Some kind of left, but it's pretty cool, not gonna lie. There's even like a vortex spiritual portal over there. You got squids and octopuses, parrots. Pirate parrots. Oh no, it's gonna attack me! Yeah, this is quite the beach actually.
Kind of reminds me of a little bit of like Crystal Crescent.
Yeah.
Just the way the water goes.
But like not in the middle of nowhere. Well, speaking of Kia, this dog is exactly like her. Oh, that's cute.
Happy dog.
It's okay, you can see her in just about 10 hours.
There you go.
She's gonna be so happy to see you guys.
Yeah, I'm sure she is.
Reaction. She's probably gonna get the major zoomies.
Yeah, just let her run and
Mom and Dad will have to bring her out alone.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
This man's like,
Hanging off a deer light.
yeah. This guy like literally leans.
Yeah, I think he's trying to like open up the thing over there.
Jeez, that thing's going.
He's getting tired, I think.
Yeah.
There you go. Teamwork makes the dream work.
We even two people that barely Whew. I had no idea those things are so heavy. I mean, it's a pretty big kite. Damn.
He would have ended up in like fucking Italy or something.
Yeah.
I wonder if I could fly away.
That would probably take it to Italy for sure.
Well, I back in Nova Scotia with the kite.
Yeah, really. I'll meet you there then.
I'll be there in 2 hours.
I think this is it. We're off. Angelo's off to other things, and
We're gonna go to Ulta.
okay.
Yeah, I need some makeup.
All right, everybody drive safe.
Travels. I hope your car makes it.
Yeah, really. That's a story for a different time.
Yeah.
So. All right. Bye.
Up in the spot like a spotlight. Hit the block like a hammer chasing knots. Like it'll disappear if I don't get my pockets right. You ain't gotta be a fan, my AC is nice. Let me do what I be doing, black. I ain't playing, I be on it. I get to it, black. Never stationary. Bars stay in motion. They be like, hey, Tony, oh, you slick. Your middle name, Lotion. Your middle name.